Doctor?
Fantastic. 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 Fantastic.
Yo, what up? What up? What up? Y'all don't know the deal, man. Like and share, like and share, like and share, so we can get this thing out everywhere. There's anywhere in the world it could be, but just hope you right here with me, the BABGOG, and I appreciate you pull up on me. What's going on, man? Sorry, everybody in the building. Yeah, man, I'm not even going to listen, bro. Listen, Lord Jesus, the worst thing that ever happened to fucking women's basketball was that bullshit. But y'all see the title, man. Listen, see Delores Tucker and Reverend Butts were right, man. Okay, they were right. I say something that I don't think a lot of people, and I told you, right? Most people go through life without a care in the world. Outside of themselves, man, they're not concerned, they're not aware, they're not paying attention, they're not trying to learn. Everything is pretty much surface level, and they take what they're given, right? You don't challenge information. Most people are taught what to think, not how to think. So having that understanding of stuff, and once you break those shackles, you see the world, like I said, totally different, and it's not as enjoyable, right? Because we go from the alchemical aspect of it. In order to get something, you have to give something. You can never make something out of nothing, and ultimately, it's just this constant transfer, right? So when C. Delores Tucker was going against quote unquote gangster rap in the early 90s, freedom of speech, and we should have the right to say we want to say, and artistic expression, and it's just music and all these different things. But what you come to learn, man, the longer you live life, is that people that have lived life tend to, not always, but tend to understand life a little bit better than you do. And understand that, the little things, the simple things can turn into big things real quick, right? If you don't fucking handle them properly. And what we've seen with the evolution of and the high level of success of gangster rap, right? Gangster rap, now drill music, You had crunk, all these things, right? There's trap music, all of these things that personify, glorify, and promote violence, criminality, death, destruction to your community. Well, if your community has the level of intelligence and understanding, that's cool and fine. If they understand that, hey man, this is just music, and we're supposed to enjoy it for what it is and move forward, it's totally fine. You can do whatever. You can listen to whatever. You can, But if they do not, right? If they cannot separate the art from the life, and then on top of it, if you are told, they are told that, hey, art is life, and everyone that says these things have done these things, and you should aspire to be like those people because those people get the money, hoes, cars, and clothes. Now, what have you done? You turned something oh so simple and oh so harmless, right, into one of the most detrimental aspects of your demographic, right? So we go listen to Sister Tucker, right? We're gonna listen to her and let's just see, man, like some of the points that she was trying to make.
President of the National Congress of Black Political Women, which I had something to do when it was founded, who helped to found it, who has had a distinguished political career in her own right and has of late been taking the lead on this issue of violence against women, C. Delores Tucker. Let's bring on.
First of all, Jesse Jackson and the National Rainbow Coalition are to be commended for their foresight in addressing the #1 domestic problem in this nation, violence in America. The National Political Congress of Black Women is a nonprofit, nonpartisan organization created in 1984 at the suggestion of Reverend Jackson at the 1984 Democratic National Convention to empower African American women economically and politically. Its founding members do include some of the most prominent and concerned women in America, including Mary Berry and Dr. Dorothy Height, our mayor of this city, Alexis Herman, Dr. Gloria Toot, Jill Jackson McCabe, Reverend Willie Barrow, Congresswoman Maxine Waters, Eleanor Holmes, Norton Curtis Collins, and Congresswoman Barbara Rose Collins. We embrace and salute the goals of this conference. Today, we have all come together to join forces to address the issue of violence in the nation, a violence which has decimated our communities, devastated our families, and destroyed the souls of so many of our youth. It is imperative that we stop the agendas that are not too relevant as this, that we stop pondering over the issue of space exploration, that we stop debating whose diary we should publicize, that we stop arguing over what choices each lifestyle has. For today, we must be serious about this serious situation.
Wait, what? He's right, but I know he's not talking. What are you saying, brother? Brother, if you want the link, we can have the combo right now. I can drop the link just for you over on Twitter or on X. We have the convo, brother. What are you talking about? What am I saying? I have a differentiation of reality and entertainment, brother, to the utmost. I turn this motherfucking camera off and this mic down. Brother, I'm not concerned with what the hell y'all got going on. I'm living life, bro. Like I said, if you want the link, bro, just let me know and I can shoot it to you.
This plague, this death to our society. Our greatest fear right here in America is not from hurricanes or earthquakes.
Oh, no. My bad. You talking about 50 Cent. I got you. My bad. I'm tripping. I got you, brother. My bad. You talking about the title. Well, no. I got you. So we gonna get to it, right? We gonna get to it. And that, I'm glad. I apologize, brother. I understand what you're saying now. I was like, huh? What are you talking about? We talking about 50 Cent. So I got you.
Earthquakes, not from disease or war, but from violence one against the other. We must understand clearly that violence comes in many forms and is acted upon by many sources. Whether we are talking about physical violence, spiritual violence, economic violence, or sexual violence, the end result is the same, the destruction of human life. Enough.
Now again, hold on, this is real important.
Is enough.
Now, again, the whole violence aspect of it and in the spirit of art is fine. We've all watched movies, man. All right. Some of the greatest movies ever had violence, right? some of the story isn't exciting if the good guy, doesn't even have to save the princess. You feel me? So what she's saying is, of course, correct, but it's only correct again if the people cannot separate and differentiate the entertainment and the art from life. All right. I told y'all, man. Well, I didn't tell you. I said this. The way I learned that you really can't motherfucking fly is my ass jumped off my great grandma's porch with my motherfucking arm tucked under my what's the name, like Superman. I landed on his arm and I broke my wrist. Right? From that point on, I never ever jumped like this ever again in the air. You know what I'm saying? Never again. You feel me? So at the same time, the parents have a duty, and this is why I say we no longer have parents. We got a whole lot of birthers out here. We got a whole lot of procreators and not parents. Birthers, not mothers and fathers, that just have these kids for all the wrong reasons, if any reason at all, right? And they're not instilling morals, values, right, wrong, discernment, morality. They're not instilling any of these things in their children. This is how and why when these things started to happen, coupled it with the crack epidemic and all these different things and so on and so forth. You got the mamas is not out here because she out here motherfucking, giving head for her next hit. And then the kids ain't being watched and the dads is getting locked up, and any level of order within the chaos is being removed. Now the young kids are being their own fucking leaders and making their own rules. And now you get where we are today. You feel me? Shout out to a man supporting man. Greatly appreciate you, brother. Always coming through with support. All these music genres and hip hop constantly gets attacked. Well, yeah. I mean, like I said, it's the result of it for one group of people. No matter how much death metal you listen to or whatever, grunge, I think it's death metal and grunge, it's not a resounding, percentage of white people out here repeating those things that you hear in that music. Right. And of course, like, pop and all these other things and so on and so forth. But when it comes to rap and hip hop, the criminalization, sexualization, all these different things are so focused on because it gets transferred to real life. That's the problem.
And I'd like someone to bring me what made me say enough is enough. Where's my graphic? Bring it up here, please, someone. I am here to put the nation on notice that violence perpetuated against women through the music industry in the forms of gangster rap and misogynist lyrics will not be tolerated any longer. Principle must come before profit. A year ago, I established the National Political Congress of Black Women's Entertainment Commission, headed by Dionne Warwick, Melba Moore, Terry Rossi of Billboard magazine, and Vaughn Alexander, our director. It had one primary goal: the task of examining and developing strategies and solutions for reshaping and maintaining positive images to preserve the dignity and the heritage of our youth, instead of continuously exposing our youth to negative media that distorts their images of male-female relationships, that undermines the stability of our families, communities, and nation by encouraging violence.
Now listen, everything she said right there is a fucking bar. Right? And again, the Black community is affected so much more differently than everybody else. Why? Because we have the least amount of families. We have the least amount of nuclear families. Even though Pedro and Maria make far less money than the Black man and the Black woman does, they're living together, making this shit work. They having 3 and 4 kids or whatever, right? They still having families. On the other hand, for us, the majority of our families are split up, or hell, not even, only single parent. So when she says these things, taking the feminist aspect out of it. It's not just the thing against the women. It's the stuff that was said about women. It's the stuff that the women say about the men. See, that's the part that hadn't come to fruition yet. You know, niggas ain't shit, no scrubs, broke boys don't deserve no pussy, all that type shit, right? So the thing is now the women have started responding or constantly promoting all of the things they say that the men were doing. Men ain't got to sexualize women no more. Niggas talking about motherfucking more about shooting and killing more niggas than fucking hoes. Niggas talking about getting it back in blood and riding for the set more than fucking anything about the hoes. The hoes is like an afterthought. You feel me? The women are front and center about the sexualization of women. Black women are front and center. They need no help. And then on top of it, they talking about how they how they the niggas is hoes. They treating the niggas like the niggas used to say they treat the women. So when we have these things and you know the roles have quote unquote been reversed or taken over, this is what we're going to get to on the 50 Cent side of things. And you know, hey, men, and this is going to be, I guess, sort of kind of controversial, but walk with me, right? So men talking about violence, sex, and all this kind of shit or whatever is at the end of the day within a man's wheelhouse. Those are all things that, you know, are traits of men, be they negative, but that's something that men have always done, you know, way before any rap song was ever made. Genghis Khan, Julius Caesar, conquerors and shit or whatever, right? You know, men kill and take over land and all kinds of other shit, right? So when you have the understanding that even within the rap songs and rap music, this isn't anything out of a man's nature. He just has to have the discernment and have the understanding of, you know, not to engage in those things or participate because it is unacceptable in the society. Now, if you get a woman that's talking about doing all the same shit that the man does, shooting, robbing, you know, having sex with multiple people and treating men like hoes and all this other shit, well, whoa, that's a major problem because now you're promoting women to be something that goes against their nature. At the same time, we know women are naturally followers and women look at successful women as the example of what they want to be, and not only what they want to be, but they are one and the same. So when you understand, you get this overrepresentation of women that are acting like the men. Now you have women that are growing up you know what I'm saying? Appreciate your computer geek, man. We moving, man. We getting there.
Abuse and sexism as acceptable behaviors and perpetuates the cycle of low self-esteem of African American youth. Thus, images that degrade our dignity and are an insult to our children, our families, and communities concern us too. And that includes all this gangster rap and misogynist lyrics, music that glorifies and promotes violence with guns, knives, or drugs, and denigrates and defames women. And with a
Now again, man, we have to, even though now let me be clear. I know y'all know this nigga feminist for real. No. This was her the crux of her argument was the women aspect of it. But again, the women have always been on the back burner when it comes to money, power, violence, drugs. Excuse me. The women come after all of those other things, right? Of course, you would have Uncle Luke or whatever, you know, strip club music and shit like that. That's a whole genre, right? That's something that's specifically in on that. But for the most part, be it Snoop Dogg, be it Tupac, be it whatever, right? For the most part, I would say it's like an 85-15. 85% of this shit is niggas talking to niggas and, you know, what they gonna do to niggas and what they doing or whatever. And then the other 15% is, you know, hoes and getting pussy and whatever, right? Which, mind you, even in all those cases, a lot of these rappers that had these crazy songs about women had, you know, songs uplifting women, right? Tupac, for Wonder Why They Call You Bitch, right? Well, he had Brenda's Got a Baby, and one of the most detrimental songs, okay, that was supposed to be positive to black people. Shout out to Tommy Sotomayor, Dear Mama. Dear Mama was a song uplifting black women, right? Uplifting black women. And it was one of the most detrimental things to fucking just black people ever, bro.
Release of Snoop Doggy Dogg's debut album Doggy Style.
Yeah, and Ronnie, that too. And that's why I say, man, most of these people, look, if you hit the timing right, and you hit the timing right and you become a protester or whatever or whatnot, what have you, and you're like the first person to do it, you get enough traction, bro, that is one of the quickest ways to get a bag. That's a quick way to get fucking broke off. Listen, bitch, you making too much noise. Here's some money. Sit your old ass down somewhere and shut the fuck up. All right. We'll do some promo or photo op to where, you know what I'm saying, you take a picture with this prominent person, understanding a meeting of the minds or whatever, compromise, and hey, you know what I'm saying, you'll be set for life, you're going your way. But hey, in the meantime, between time, you fucking the money up. So shout out to Ronnie for pointing that out.
That includes artwork that is nothing but pornographic smut, available to any child to go in and buy with the album and with the record. That has got to stop. You want to know why I'm on the warpath? When I saw this, I said, that's it. We march again, and we're going to keep on marching and demonstrating the truth. For 400 years, profit came before principle, as black women bore the brunt of slave masters' degradation. But even through the Middle Passage, the peculiar institution of...
All right, that's enough there. Now she's just going into, you know, black feminist preacher mode, which is just wild. It's just getting a little too out of hand, Sister Delores. Shout out to Will's Wardrobe for the fire. Appreciate you, brother. Pac said he stopped making uplifting women's songs because they didn't come to his defense with the great accusations. And I told y'all, man, listen, this happened yesterday. Let me say this, man. You black women that have, unfortunately, one or two things. You suffered some type of traumatic situation with a man, right? And that's unfortunate. My heart really goes out to if you ever been physically or sexually abused by some older man as a child. Okay. I apologize you didn't have the man or men around you, right? For protection, right? And that causes a whole lot of, you know, psychological damage and things. My problem is when you bring it to the adulthood, and then we get in these, you know, public settings or whatever, and you know, all black men are predators and they support predators and they this and that and all. So listen, bro, I am no longer gonna stand back and let that happen. Okay. I have a mother, I have a sisters, I have a daughter. Okay. If any man was to do something to any of those women, bro, you know what I'm saying, outright, without a doubt, they did that shit, especially on in a, you know, sexual nature or whatnot, what have you, bro. I'm going to it's going to be handled. But I think people understanding and knowing that they're attached to me is a deterrent. That nigga right there, nah. People tell me, man, you don't smile, man. What you trying to intimidate everybody? No, I'm not trying to intimidate nobody, bro. I'm just me. But at the same time, like I said, you can look at me and tell, like, hey, I am not one to be trifled with. That don't mean I'm Billy Badass. That don't mean whatever, so on and so forth. But I carry myself within a way, understanding how men look at men, right? As to where, hey, yeah, I don't want to pick that nigga. If I'm gonna rob anybody out here, not him. Right? But it was just that shot to Hamp, man, and some shit was said. I'm just like, bro, listen. And this Puffy shit is wild, right? Puff is a fucking sexual deviant. He's a brother fucker, right? This man had, sexual situations with men and women and whatever and so on and so forth, right? Are we seriously saying just because you were a fucking freaky ass motherfucker, now if the claims of if it's true, okay, that he did anything with a child, fuck that nigga, throw him in the ocean with a millstone tied around his neck. Let me be clear. We're not talking about that. He's not being accused of anything with children in this case. All right. But let me give a disclaimer. If it's true that he's ever did anything to a child, fuck that nigga. Right? Let me be clear so I cover all the bases. But just on the cases that's the information and stuff that he's being tried for in this trial and the evidence that's been presented or whatnot, what have you, this nigga's a freaky ass nigga, bro. Are we really gonna send a nigga to jail for being too freaky? Just with the evidence and the stuff he's been tried for in the case now. Again, if it's shit outside of this that's not being presented, I'm not defending none of that. I'm not saying what if or what nothing. I'm just talking about what's in this case. What are we doing, bro? Shout out to man DC Slim for the membership message. Greatly appreciate you, brother.
You're too down with the gangy. You're one of my members.
So what's good, Cham? What's good with your brother? I can't complain, man. Hope all is well your way, right? Hey, do me a huge favor, man. Hit that like button for me. Hit the like button for me. Hit the like button for me. But what was I saying? Yeah. So listen, y'all saying all this shit about what black men don't do for black women and black men don't protect black women and black. No, we don't protect strangers anymore. Because just like Tupac, y'all are out here publicly claiming that every black man is a predator. Every black man out here taking pussy. Every black man out here being an abuser. Every black man out here killing women. And no, bitch. Okay, then. You listen. You figure it out. Good luck. Okay? Unless your ass is an old lady, an old lady. And shout out to the old ladies, man. Like, listen, they always sweet, they always nice, they always just, for the most part. But when you start getting to Gen X, man, even with Gen X, man, the hatred that black women have for black men, I can't understand it. Boomers and forward, they old, you know what I'm saying? They had husbands, they got sons and grandsons and whatever. It's a genuine love and respect that they speak to you with. Come here, baby. I just want to pray for you. Well, thank you, Miss Ernestine. I don't know you at all, but I appreciate it. Just little stuff like that. The younger they get, though, these hoes are demons, man. Oh shit! Shout out to a men support men, for the 5. I'm in Jacksonville too, just passing through, working and making my way back to ATL. Hey man, just let me. Hey, whenever you come back through next time, man, holler at me, bro. That way we can set something up. If you know you be coming through this way, man, we stop somewhere, get something, bro. Definitely want to meet up with your brother for the support and what you're doing for the brothers and everything, man. So definitely, yeah, I mean, next time you come through, nigga, let me know now. Shout out to a man support man. Yeah, man. Listen, man. That's what I'm saying. You can't do two things, right? And I keep telling y'all, this is people don't understand. Men adapt, and black women especially have made it to where black men are just these, everything you do has some ulterior motive and underlying predatory nature and all this other shit. So, hey, man, listen, I'm not fucking with you, shawty. You got it. You figure it out. You on the side of the road with your tire need to be changed. Well, but no, not me. I'm sorry. I don't know you. Hell, nowadays, bitches set niggas up that way. You gotta be careful. Motherfuckers will pull over like they car, something wrong with their car, for niggas to come and rob you, man, depending on where you at. Y'all setting niggas up, you know what I mean, to get robbed. The girl was hitting this girl just got found guilty because she was going on Tinder, matching with niggas to meet up with them for her baby daddy to rob the niggas. End up getting a nigga killed. You feel me? So what motivation again does a black man have to just be, what we were, 20 years ago? No. No fucking way, bro. Crazy. Shout out to Indigo Flow. My 93-year-old silent generation grandmother still speaks lovingly and supportively about black men, and that's even after dealing with my pop. Exactly, man. I'm telling you, again, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, let's try the problem, but these same women look at you in the eye and say, "Stay away from white women." Exactly. There's most of the harm that happens to black men by far. Even if we were to do it per capita, bro, it would still be black women. That's one of the few stats I believe. If you did a per capita thing of black men dealing with non-black women versus black men dealing with black women, I promise you it was still outnumbered. I promise you. Again, black women have the highest rate of domestic violence perpetrators too. Black women perpetuate the most domestic violence. All these different things. But I don't get stuck right here. Where is it? Here we go. Oh, let's see. Here we go. Now this brother right here, man, and he was a realm, you know.
He served. And tonight, we remember Reverend Dr. Calvin Butts, one of New York's most significant religious leaders. Good evening, I'm Maurice Dubois.
And I'm Christine Johnson. Reverend Butts was dedicated to his faith, but his impact went far beyond the pulpit.
We're not against rap. We're not against rappers, but we are against those thugs who disgrace our community, our women, who disgrace our culture, and who have absolutely nothing of redemptive value to offer except the legacy of violence and sexual assault and foul language.
Now we know that infamous a part of that infamous speech or soliloquy was used in, again, the Thuggish Ruggish Bone, right? We're not against rap. We're not against rappers, but we are against those thugs, right? When you live life, man, long enough, you see the changes happen. And it's crazy how you look back and you understand. You don't understand it now, but you'll understand when you're grown. That shit really is, man. It's a curse, right? It's a blessing and a curse at the same time. It's a blessing because, of course, you only get to see it the longer you live. But it's a curse because you literally start seeing all of the things that your mom and your grandma and your uncles and your dad and, the people older than you was complaining about. You listening to that bullshit. What is they even saying? What is they talking about? You know what I'm saying? Hell no, they vice versa. What? listen, man. Vice versa. Pastor Troy shit, right? I think it was had to be somewhere around 2002, around when I graduated or something, 2001, 2002, right? And somehow, I guess my dad don't listen to rap like that, so he never really heard the music, right? I got the car or whatever, and I'm riding around with my dad to take him somewhere. I'm driving my dad somewhere to get something or whatever. And, I got the CD player in. I got the I had a Clarion. I ain't had no motherfucking 12s in the back. I had the fucking, I had the 4 6x9s. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, midding it out, nigga. Midding to the max. You feel me? And Vice Versa came on, right? And he like, what did he say? What? Mind you, again, my granddad was a preacher, so they grew up, in church and shit and whatever. Man, oh hell no! He said, oh hell no, man, turn this bullshit off, man. Hell, you talking about? Vice versa, heaven is hell and hell is man. Turn this shit off, man. What the hell y'all listening to, man? Yeah, man, it's great. 01, appreciate you, bro. I knew it was 01, 02. I knew it was around that, right? So my dad was like, man, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? But you just taking it as music, but you don't understand. Bro, This should be some shit that should never even be allowed to be said from a religious standpoint. If you know what I'm saying, if you say this shit over about Allah over in fucking Middle East, motherfucker, hey, they finna off with your head. So again, this free speech. Let me say this too. Free speech, man. Listen, free speech ain't free. Do I believe you had a right to say whatever the fuck you want to say? Right? Yeah, I do. But at the same time, you got to understand the consequences come with that, be they good or bad. Right? Whatever you say, you got to pay. Right? So in saying that, most people don't understand that. People just think, oh, I can just say whatever the fuck I want and nothing gonna happen. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. For everything you say, you may have to pay. That's the part that's getting left out about the whole free speech thing. You feel me? So and these younger generations are even worse because all they hear is free speech, free speech. And the speech is just getting more volatile and more disrespectful and just more fucking heinous, especially with the internet. Listen, bro, this is why the internet again is been one of the biggest just degradations of society, because people don't even understand that, you know, the shit you do on the internet you can't do in real life, right? Or you would never do in real life, right? Because that motherfucker stand in front of your face while you call them, you know, hard R N-word or bitch ass motherfucker, or tell them SMD, all this kind of shit, talking motherfucker crazy, bro. Hey, if he can touch you, yeah, man. Hey, Stu, I'm telling you, man. Again, that's what most people only see the surface, man. The surface only. Shout out to Kenya said, "True, my father always talked about our music being bad. LOL, he grew up listening to Marvin Gaye, etc." Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you had when rap started happening and shit, it was fun, man. It wasn't all this shit about killing niggas and shooting niggas and all this kind of crazy shit. It was just, you know, rhyming words and, you know, to a beat and dancing and fun and, you know. Then one day it became all about motherfucking gang banging and drug slanging. Shout out to a man supporting man again. Greatly appreciate your brother for the 5. My mama walked in the room when I was listening to Wu-Tang Clan. Ghostface was going off. My mama was looking at me crazy. Yeah, man. And we thought they was crazy. Man, you tripping, man. It ain't that serious. Shout out to DC Slim for the 5. Greatly appreciate your brother. Me being older now, I get it. We fucked up bad. I'm just keeping it 100, man. Hey, and shout out to you, man, for being able to admit it, right? You know, the Gen Xers would have been the people that started this shit. You feel me? The gangster rap and all these different things, and you know, promoting the drug culture, a lot of that shit. You feel me? But even though the toothpaste can't be put back in the tube, I think if we start having a concerted effort of pointing it out and then a balance or a counter, right? Because, and that's what happened too. So remember, even in the earlier stages of gangster rap and, you know, the NWAs and the Eazy-E, Tupac, all these different things and whatnot, what have you, you still had your, you know, Digital Underground was still making music even after Tupac left. You had your Leaders of the New School. You had your Tribe Called Quest. You had your Most Def and Talib Kweli. You had your KRS-One. You had your Digital something. I can't think of what it is. Not Digital Underground, but it was Digitable something. I forget what it was. But basically, like I say, you had a balance, right? You had even female artists that were out there. Queen Latifah, Sister Soldier, MC Light. You know, nothing too sexual and all these different things, just women that were talented in, you know, being MCs, being wordsmiths. But now there's no balance. So when there's no balance, you know, and even the you know, the talented people are the same shit, you know. What are we talking about? Shout out to my man Jordan, a maker. Greatly appreciate your brother. for the 10. 10 for the win. Said, appreciate the show, bro. No, I appreciate you, brother. I greatly appreciate you, man. Dilated peoples. There we go. Or digital planets. So no. So dilated peoples and digital planets. There you go. Digital planets. That's what it was. Digital planets. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, Salt and Pepper was wild. Yep, De La Soul. You had the balance, man. Oh shit, Bitcoin hit 105,000. Early 90s to mid 90s rap is golden. East Coast rap, West Coast rap. Yep, was all the gangster rap. Yep. But people like Reverend Butts, right? He understood and he saw the effects of it, because he wasn't just a preacher. These were people that were actually involved in the communities. And what I'm saying is, you can see the little things. Like, the women's attire and the way they dress. I told y'all this, man. I remember when we were kids, all of the pants were the same. Everybody had straight leg pants, and then the girls, they didn't make little girls pants like conforming or tight or what's the name, or like spandex, right? That didn't even exist, right? And if it did, that was like stockings, and it was for a skirt, right? When my daughter, and I remember this is one of the things that me and my baby mom, we was at the time or whatever, we started, we like, hold on. And she was like a toddler. We was like, why the fuck these pants like spandex? Why the fuck these pants like are made to be tight? Like, where are the little girl like loose little girl pants? Like, what the fuck going on here? We saw the shit change. So it's not only now the music, but now society is getting to the point of where it is changing the way that little girls are even presented. You feel me? That shit right there is something that you don't pick up on unless you like a parent. Had I never been a parent, I wouldn't have known. I got no reason to buy little girl's clothes, and I don't have a little girl, so I'm not even looking at kids like that. You feel me? But once I get my child and she is my daughter, and it's like, well, hold on, man. I don't want, why all these pants so motherfucking tight? Where the fucking loose pants at? You know what I'm saying? But it ain't none, because they done switched over. And then the little girls start going outside. And it's like, hey, man, whoa. Why y'all letting these little girls wear these tights as pants? I said, no. What are y'all doing? This my child. Ma'am, what? Then you had the parents fighting the other parents and the other grown-ups being like, hey, man, this is not proper. Why are you sending your little girl to school with tights on as pants? No, she needs to have something to wear over them. A pair of shorts, a skirt, or whatever. Tights are not meant to be worn as pants by children. Oh, you over-sexualize. I'm not over-sexualizing shit. I got a daughter, you piece of shit. You fucking idiot. I have a daughter. I would never allow my fucking small daughter to walk out of the house with just fucking tights on. Don't you accuse me, you dumbass motherfucker, because you want to defend some bullshit. Now you're going to try and turn me out to be the bad guy? No, that's what we're not going to do either. I'm not over-sexualizing shit. I'm, as a fucking man and a father, is saying that a little girl should not be out here in just no motherfucking tights. That is a undergarment for a child. If you grown, do what the fuck you want. You on your own. You grown, you on your own. Whatever the fuck you want to do, hey, you want to come out here with your whole pussy out. I don't care. You grown. But it's for children, no. And when you say that shit, This is the shit I'm talking about. You had to live long enough to see this shit happen. To where the fucking print that the little girls were ashamed. You see, bro, you literally see them drop their head. And the mama come up to the school and be like, I don't even know why she came out the house like this. I apologize. I don't know how or where she even got this. I didn't even buy this. I don't know how she got it. I deeply, deeply apologize. I got a change of clothes for her. It is what it is. Oh, I know y'all not. Yeah, why y'all worried about what my child got on? Y'all supposed to be focused on her learning. Y'all supposed to be teaching, and y'all worried about what she wearing. Ma'am, she has on Daisy Dukes. Okay, you can literally see her, her butt cheeks. This is an elementary school, ma'am. Yeah, like I said, y'all worried about, ma'am. You're gonna need to take your child home. Please bring her back tomorrow in proper attire. You got to live long enough to see this shit, bro. You got to live long enough to see it. And a lot of this shit you can't even believe. The shit you see these parents fighting for, bro, for their children to be able to do, it's crazy. Shout out to a man there. I said it for the 5. Appreciate you, brother. He said Chubb Rock. Yep. Yep. T-Leads, they started trying to enforce uniforms. Well, not uniforms, but dress code. Dress code for us in high school. Because shit just started getting too out of hand. Little things that you try to rectify because you see it getting out of hand, and then people fighting for it and not understanding again the much deeper shit that it entails. Hold on a second. I'm trying to find the damn the actual point in the interview. Yo, shout out to my man with the 10. He say from the clouds, so I ain't gonna say who it is, man. Shout out to the brother that hit me with the 10 on the Cash App. I greatly appreciate you, man. A1 Day 1 in the building. And shout out to my man Free Game, man. My bad, Free Game, brother. You hit me with the 5 last night, and I didn't get to it. on the Cash App. Please remind me, you guys, if you get me on the what's it? Because if I have my phone on, you know what I mean, my sound off, I may not get it. So let me know. Here we go. Perfect. I got it. Here we go. Got it. Right on time. Fair use, fair use.
Suna, oh yeah, he's good.
Who you slapping right now that's young and new and up and coming that's in your whip right now?
I got what's the name? In New York, what was it? Chef G.
Chef G.
And what about the female rappers?
The female rappers. I just want somebody to break that is not trying to sell some box.
Shout out to 50 Cent, man. Listen, every female rapper is rapping about their pussy. Every last one of them. They pussy, they pussy, they pussy, they pussy, they pussy. Okay? Oh, all you identify a woman is a sexual object. How am I supposed to identify you as everything else? All you talk about is your pussy, baby. That's all you talk about. My bad, man. Let me see. I'll be forgetting. I'll be forgetting, man, to put it up there. Here we go. There's that. For y'all just asking for it, I greatly appreciate y'all. 1 second. Give me a second. Hold on. Let's see. Look, there we go. Listen, I like the money, man, but I like the shit that's free. I got 180 people in here, in right at 90. Come on, man. All right, if you lie, you steal you motherfucking kill. Hit that like button if you will, please. All right, up or down. All right, it don't even motherfucking matter. Up, thumbs up, thumbs down, like or dislike. Hit the goddamn button, man.
Take off, record. Real more shit, man. That's why more bodies, man. Done more bodies right now, man. That real more shit, man. G up in the building, man.
And shout out to my man Jay Miller, man. He asked, and then I did receive, man. I greatly appreciate your brother for the 20 ball on the Cash App.
Ain't nothing but some money.
Said for just showing love, hey man, I greatly appreciate the love, brother. I greatly appreciate it, man.
You ain't lying.
I just need one. I think this might be damaging female culture.
What do you think about sexy?
Seriously.
No, serious. Let's talk about it. Cause what?
Now, seriously. So now listen. And again, we about to get into it. She asked him a serious question. And this is a man that's been at the top of the rap game, right? You know what I mean? This is a man that you know, has been a staple of the rap industry. So to see this transition and to see to where, you know, hey, you had female rappers and then, you know, you had one or two or whatever. But now, man, you have a substantial amount of female rappers that are getting a lot of attention, a lot of traction, a lot of fucking, whatever, even when they trash, right? Like, right, this bro, I don't listen. We'll finish playing this when we get to it. And he said specifically, it's hurting female cultures.
What do you think about Sexy Red's new lip gloss line called Gonorrhea, Nut? I mean, it's wild out here.
We pointed this out. Remember, the manosphere, you niggas that hate women and you niggas that don't protect black women. And we said, well, hey man, listen, do you think it's okay for a black woman to use her fame from her music to promote a lip gloss line named after STDs, and that's being fucking targeting, of course, we know, young black girls? Do we think that's healthy? Do we think that's safe? Do we think that's okay? Should it have been a resounding fucking no from the black female community to be like, hey bitch, what's wrong with you? No. You literally want your daughter out here saying, oh yeah, what is that? It's nut. I'm just about to rub it all over my lips.
What's wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
Think about this, man. Listen, and then the innuendos, and it's a double entendre of just debauchery. Not only do you name the lip gloss or whatever, these horrible, terrible things, but then the girl has to apply this on her mouth. Everybody want to talk about, what about their psyches and what about the, psychological, psychological after effects. Well, what do you think the psychological after effects are going to be if you got a whole bunch of fucking 13-year-old girls applying lip gloss called nut to their lips? What do you think it's going to be? Or gonorrhea or whatever. Like, Ken Samsung, from my understanding, she's not hurting in sales.
She wants to convince them to put gonorrhea on it.
See, look, yeah, you want to convince them to just, hey, don't worry about it. And remember the girl that went crazy? What's her name? D or whatever, the girl that was crying about getting herpes. When, like I said, she was actually performing, oral sex on a penis that had herpes sores, and she sucked it anyway. He's laughing about it, but seriously, from a psychological standpoint, well, I mean, it must be okay. I mean, I've never heard a man pussy juice. like what do we like? That's what I'm saying. The shit that black women, bro, are so out of control. And this is what happens when the dear mama and all these different things, and the black woman is God, and you deify them, bro. They cannot be challenged. They cannot be corrected. They cannot be, hey man, this is too far. Because if you do it, oh, you just hate black women. You're trying to oppress black women. You want to control. No, I really want to save black women by getting your stupid ass out of the fucking way. You're a bad influence. You're the bad apple that's going to spoil the bunch. So if I can just get your stupid ass out of the way, I'm actually going to do a lot of great things for the rest of black women, specifically the little girls. Yeah, shout out to a man support man. Remember, yeah, she put pussy. Erykah Badu, y'all know Erykah Badu. Fine as she is, she a motherfucking witch. She put her actual vaginal secretions into the damn, what's the name? That shit sold out. It sold out. And then the white girl copied her, and I think the white girl put it in some type of perfume or something. It was a perfume, or it was a air freshener or something. Damn, Brandon. Rotten teeth, dirty nails, clothes. God damn. Shit, brother. Woof.
mean, it's wild out here.
Look at what you just said, bro.
Gonorrhea and Ultimas.
I got that new gonorrhea on my mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, bro. It's funny. They're making light of it, but how crazy is it for you to hear, young girls, talk amongst themselves, in middle school or high school, and oh, girl, what kind of lip gloss is that? It's nut. Kiki, chi, all this other bullshit, la la la. Now, of course, now DC Slim is got about to get in his bag. Well, I mean, brother, yo, Great Dane, what up, fam? Shout out to you, brother. The message is the message, right? And I know the messenger matters. But 50 Cent been out of music for quite some time. 50 Cent ain't been really making no music, none of this other shit. He been more so doing TV shows and shit, right? But for a person that will be a subject matter expert on it, and for him to say, right, hey, do we understand that women promoting the selling of pussy and pussy this and pussy that and sex, and now you have this major female rap artist that has a fucking lip gloss line that she's promoting to young girls that's going to be, psychologically conditioning them to put these things on their lips, around their mouth. I don't think we can
That's the new wave.
You'll see how this
Can you believe we're here now when it comes to music? Like this is
Mike, what are you supposed to say? For male artists, I was doing Candy Shop.
Yeah. 21 questions.
Like metaphors for sexual experiences. They are doing flat out saying the experience.
Exactly. Shout out to 50. Listen, alluding to, and whatever. These bitches is motherfucking more blatant than the niggas. Eat this pussy, suck that dick. Hey, come in this pussy, swallow them kids. Sure, Tia. Sure, you would have, lying ass. He'll munch.
In the music now, and then it's like, you know what? Brian Pumper would be a hit right now.
You ain't never.
The porn star is gonna say it the right way.
Crazy.
Go back and look at the porn star rappers, what they were saying, and say this is really what's hitting right now.
Yeah.
Because it's that graphic right now with the things that they're saying. Then I'm like, look, I think it's fun, and I think that's why the females they enjoy hearing those type of things being said, like while they're out partying. It's just like it's not being taken.
My
serious.
daughter, she said, female rappers are dominating. I said the only reason why they dominate is because they aggressive like niggas, and these niggas is bitches.
It's kind of crazy, but yeah, man. When listen, the fact that you got boys out here listening to Sexy Red and dancing to the shit in the locker room after the football game is just crazy to me. That couldn't, no, never, not in my locker room. I'm breaking the speaker. I hear any Sexy Red, Suki Hana, Cardi B, any of that shit. No, nigga, this is a woman-free locker room. Just like women can't be in here physically, women can't be in here musically. Ain't no way. Not under my watch, nigga. You better put some motherfucking Project Pat or something. I don't give a damn. What we not finna do is be motherfucking getting crunk to no motherfucking Sexy Red before the game. Pussy this, pussy that, sucking this, sucking that. No, sir. Not in my locker room.
at the present moment too, because it almost feels like the floodgates open.
Yeah, they aggressive like niggas, and these niggas is acting like
Look, the standard is not as high. Like for you to come in as a female artist and say what do they have to do to cut through?
Yeah.
Really one joint, Mike, that will get them into a position where they're in it. They won't be able to compete with like Glorilla or like the Sexy Reds, but they'll be in there, and then Nicki and them is on a whole nother level.
Yeah,
another level, like because they're like Nicki. Yeah, that's just the top of it.
Speaking of Nicki, don't you have a project coming up with Nicki?
Yeah.
Is it animated?
Animated.
Animated.
Yeah, man. So that's his piece on that. And like you said, now we finna get into the non-Glorrillas and the non-Sexy Reds and the non-Megan Thee Stallions and whatever. But these nobody, like, you know, just nobody bitches making these shits is crazy to me, man. Shout out to TP for the file. Appreciate your love. There we go. Kevin Samuels spoke about black men reclaiming their image, but black women need to reclaim our image more than anyone else. I'm embarrassed by the things I see. TP, black women are the man ass eater supremes. TP, y'all that don't care about the internet need to start caring. Black women out here talking about how much ass they eating. I'm just saying. Y'all are getting too far away, too far off the reservation. Now, this shit right here, man, is really depressing to me because I kept hearing this dumb shit, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Y'all heard this stupid ass shit right here? Put a one in the chat if you heard this dumbass song. Ain't no way you hadn't heard it. If you on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, any of this shit. The she was a fairy bullshit. She was a fairy. Yo, y'all, I ain't playing the music. Y'all know what it was. So she was a fairy. She was a fairy. Y'all hadn't heard that shit? You probably heard and pay attention to it. Well, damn, I'm sorry. I just fucking cursed your ears. But anyway, man, I've been hearing this shit for the past 10 days. Every fucking day on every fucking thing. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? What is this fairy shit? And this woman is horrible. She's terrible. Ain't saying nothing. Looking like fucking a combination of Kevin Durant and motherfucking Dennis Schroeder. Just terrible. Terrible. Yeah, on all the skits, bro. I'm sorry, man. When you hear it's gonna be listen. Yeah, listen. Hey, listen, hold on. Hey, shout out to, and that's what is this a man? This might be a man. Shout out to Kadash, because I looked at this motherfucker. I'm like, hey, man. The wild thing is a fairy is a code word for a rainbow man. Hey, man, this better not be no motherfucking Decepticon. But it's a dumbass song, man. I'm not gonna fucking play it. Then we got this one, right? I'm not gonna get that bitch not damn bit of my goddamn even try to fight with it. Yeah, and listen, nice charm. And then people don't even understand. I told y'all, man, listen, the reason why shorts and all these different things, these little 30-second to under 60-second clips or whatever, it is literally an attack on the attention span of the public. This is why they give you everything in these little small chunks for you to look at the shit, the whatever. Everything is what's the name? Motherfuckers not even doing content no more. Motherfuckers will take somebody else's content and put a picture of themselves with some dumbass fucking facial expression and let the content run. You don't even have to be creative anymore. You can just fucking steal somebody else's shit. Put a picture of you or you like a still of you doing some stupid ass reaction, like on some Macaulay Culkin shit, and get 1 million views. Shit is dumb. I gotta find it. Oh shit! Right, that was it's different. There you go. There you go. Yeah, and I get to do that too. What promotes this shit? Here we go. I am gonna do this one. Shit like this, right? Now I saw this woman on Twitter, and she was like, it was like she drinking alcohol to go to the gym, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? It's a promo for this shit. This is music. This is what's hot right now. This is what's popping. This is what's, you know what I mean? Cheetos for the hoes, man. You know what I mean? Look at this. Like she gonna check a bag, bro. Right? And of course, what's gotta happen? You gotta twerk on the you know what I mean? You gotta twerk on the Tito's bottle. Ain't no originality, bro. Yep. Hey, that's all you need is a good hook. Listen, the Emperor, Tito's is strong, cheap and strong. If the hoes is out here drinking motherfucking Tito's, keep them away from me. I don't want the Tito hoes. Nice charm. Alcoholics, junkies. RIP to Trouble, man. Hey, a lot of these hoes are some fine ass J's, man. Some fine ass J's. J's and junkies for y'all that don't not up on the lingo. These bitches drink like niggas, smoke like niggas, try to fuck like niggas. No, man. Casamigos too expensive. You notice you don't ever see the bitches with the Casamigos. That's a little too much pricey for them. That's why they want the niggas to buy it. Yep, fine ass J's, bro. Shout out to Brian Turner. Fine ass motherfucking junkies, bro. Pill popping and all that shit. Definitely, man. RP to school, bro. That is female rap. Selling pussy, sucking dick, doing drugs, shooting bitches and niggas. All of the shit they used to accuse the men of doing, the women are promoting now. They're doing it themselves firsthand and at much, much higher rates than the men are. Every song they talk about is they pussy. At least every hit song. And a bitch put out what? At least 2 to 3 singles. So what are we doing? Yeah, Don Julio on their head. That I hate them pictures. I know you ain't buy that bottle, bit. First, every time I see a bit like this right here, I know she didn't buy that bottle. No, she ain't buy it. Nice song. Everybody say this, man. This shit is on autopilot at this point. The government is not even involved in this. The government is not involved in this shit. This is all niggas. Well, I would say at least 90-10. If niggas didn't accept the bullshit, whatever it was, it couldn't work. But because this is what niggas identify with and identify as, right? Ass is in AS, not, AZZ. This is why it's so successful. I don't know if y'all seen the pictures of the it's graduating season. I've seen 2 black girls, right? One graduated like biology or something, and the other one she's a medical doctor. Guess what they took their pictures in? And mind you, I can understand it, right? But you're this educated woman and you got to put a grill in your mouth and take a picture holding your degree with your grill in. You've literally began the next, the next level of life, and you hop on the internet with a grill to do what? What's the point? Shout out to TAP for the 2. Appreciate you. When I saw a politician twerking for votes, and not just twerking, she was upside. She was doing it on a handstand, Tia, on her head. Yeah. Where you at? No, where you at? True Hype. Where you at, brother? Where you go? Yep. Fantastic the majority. No. Of course, it's a minority. I would say like this, right? It's a minority, but the minority is like 45%, bro. Oh, no, 49.9. Okay. The minority for niggas is 49.9 is the minority of niggas that either participate or directly support shit like this and defend it, right? Participate, directly support and defend 49%, 49.9. Right? 49.9. You can't say anything to the women, right? You can't say anything to them. If you say something to the women, you're saying it out of hate. You don't have any authority. You think you control black women. And the more you get, and it's just like I said, nigga fatigue is real because, bro, I'm like, bro, when I kept like that fairy shit, it started because I kept hearing it. I said she was a fairy. I'm like, what? And I'm like, it's just some, some TikTok music shit or whatever the fuck, la. And then I hear it again, then again, then again, then again, then again, and again. What the fuck is this shit? And then come to find out, it's a real fucking song. See, here we go. DC Slim on our ass now. Shout out DC Slim for the 5. He said, what happened? I blame y'all generation. Y'all let that garbage ass music through. Nah, it's not that we let it through. And I think, let me see how old what's the name is. Most of these is Gen Z. Yeah, no, bro. No, like I thought. No, hey, this is not us. This is all Gen Z. This is all Gen Z, man. Oh, no, is that millennial? I think she, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's Gen Z. Because 96 was the last year for us, for millennials, right? I think 96 is the last year for millennials. So all of this music, DC Slim, is this is Gen Z music, bro. This not us. I mean, Cardi B is us, and maybe is Megan Thee Stallion. How old is Megan Thee Stallion? But most of this shit is Gen Z, bro. You see, Megan Thee Stallion. Nah, even so. No, yeah, she right there at the cusp. But that's what I'm saying. So Megan Thee Stallion is 30. She just turned 30. So most of this shit is Gen Z, bro. Cardi B's 32. Let me see. Yeah, most of this shit is Gen Z, dog. And we know Ice Spice is like Gen Z and Lotto Gen Z. So no, man, it's not us, man. Now that brother, I guess, sort of, kinda. But you can't blame us for we only got one out of the thing, and that's like Lotto. Everywhere else got way worse than that shit. Yeah, hey, now to your point, Kim was like Lil Kim was the originator of like the sex rap and all this other shit and all. But again, she was one. Most girls didn't even listen to rap like that, or didn't even really know Lil Kim and shit like that. Yeah, and she actually had bars, or at least she had somebody decent writing for her, right? Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. DC something that's not our music. We don't listen to this. That's not even our age group or our age bracket listening to it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not targeted for us. Like certain artists have certain age groups and certain targets and certain people that support it. We not fucking with our age. The women our age is not fucking with no Sexy Red and what's the name and shit like that. At least I hope not. I don't think. Megan Thee Stallion maybe, but you're mainly gonna be women that are like millennials are usually gonna be like Cardi B and Nicki type shit, right? Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, you know what I mean? Whatever, yeah. That's pretty much gonna be mostly it for them. But then when you start talking about the Sexy Reds and the Ice Spice and Lotto and Glorilla, that's the younger chicks. But then too at the same time, shit. I mean, all of them like fucking Glorilla and what's the name and shit. So I guess you might have a point. Yeah, East Coast says I'd be surprised. Hey, I might, man. Hey, man, I might be off, man. I might be off. I don't know. I'm not a woman, so I would have to ask the women. So I could be all the way off. You right on that. Oh shit. Well, see, hey man, hey, shout out to Purple Haze. Y'all put me on. I gotta take your word for it. I'm not even go. I'm not even gonna argue. Kenya, well, I know you're not, but Kenya, love you. you look to be a little, you know, grown. Do you listen to do you know the women of the age group that listen to Sexy Red? I know everybody listen to Glorilla. See that, so you kind of tell on yourself there, because Glorilla is definitely young. But do you know? I know, you know, Gen X. Stop lying. That ain't you in that picture. If you Gen X, goddamn. Can you? I'm gonna need you to put up somebody else's picture, baby, because ain't no way. Gen X. Ain't no motherfucking way. Stop playing. Yeah, man. Hey, music. Listen to that music. The music. Well, well, again, man. Well, see, now you talking about the dudes, though. See, look, Ronnie say, what's the name? Can't front out like Glorilla. Listen, man. I don't listen to Glorilla. I've heard her on some things with you know, the CMG shit. It was okay, I guess. I don't know who Flo Millie is. I don't even know who Flo Millie is, but Sexy Red. I'm not gonna argue. Y'all tell me, I'll have to go with it. I gotta go with it, man. Damn, stall her out, bro. Not like y'all wildin', man. See, yeah. Like I said, with the shit I heard her on with Big Boogie, I heard her on the song with Big Boogie, and I heard her feature on some shit with different dudes. I heard her on some shit or whatever. Like I said, I don't, you know, but she always talking about her pussy. I can tell you that. What little bit of pussy she got, Glorilla got to be like maybe 115 pounds max, and she always talking about this pussy and what this pussy do, and you know, put this pussy on the nigga, and I'm like, baby, stop it. Get the fuck out of here. No. How? What? Music. Yeah, the music. I don't know about that music. I still gotta go to Memphis, man. I gotta go to Memphis, man. I just gotta motherfucking, you know, make sure I get my goddamn body armor first. Heard one song by Glorilla, Lay's Cooking Video. Now you even got the girl that sound like, I thought it was Glorilla, but it's not. The dude that be doing all the fucking dancing shit, the tall dude that be doing the dancing. Do. That shit, I thought it was Glorilla, but it's not. So then you on who? On me. That shit. I think it's My Aspirations, or Aspirations is the name of the song. Aspirations is the name of the song. I thought it was Glorilla, but it's not. It's some other girl. Shout out to Amanda Bell for the 5. Greatly appreciate you, brother. The 100-year-old Democratic politician interviewed and highlighted all the ratchet female rappers using for votes. Maxine Waters, Sleepy Joe, Kamala. Exactly. They had motherfucking Glorilla come up there on stage and do some shit, and they had motherfucking Megan Thee Stallion come up there. Again, man, we have to understand what the fuck it is. You know what I mean? Most of these women that are, you know, staples of the rap game at this point in time are the younger females, and we know who they're targeting. So when 50 Cent says this shit, you're ruining the future generations of women, and this is why I keep telling y'all, look, bro, I'm not trying to save the hoes, but I have to be louder than the hoes for the sake of the women that aren't hoes yet, or the girls that aren't hoes yet. Okay? Because we know niggas can't separate reality from fantasy, that creates a whole nother issue and dynamic to the influence that they have on the kids. So now, you know what I mean? It's just crazy, man. Here we go. Here DC Slim go, man. Shout out DC Slim. I hate to say it, but the South did this too, bro. Listen, the South brought you Outkast. The South brought you T.I. The South brought you Ludacris. The South brought you plenty of lyricists, brother, with plenty of solid music. Of course, the South brought you Project Pat. The South brought you Scarface. The South brought you Bun B and Pimp C, UGK. The South has brought you Goody Mob. The South has brought you CeeLo Green. The South has brought you plenty of solid artists, brother. All right, plenty of substantive artists. It's just that niggas don't like the substantive shit. Niggas want to dance in the club. All right, niggas want to dance in the club. Niggas want to have a good time. All right. Do niggas want to hear it next day you gone? They want to hear Take It Off. Huh? What they gonna listen to in the club? They gonna listen to motherfucking One Day You Hear. Take it off. Take it off. And let a first class nigga break you off, bitch. Niggas want to hear that in the club, brother. That's what's gonna be more popular. Juvenile, 400 Degrees. What are you talking about? That again, that's one of the most underrated albums of all time. That 400 Degrees album, bro, is gives you any and everything you could possibly ever want in a rap album. So please stop with that South shit. Yeah, 8 Ball and MJG. What Ball and G? What are we talking about, man? See, here T.O. go. Here T.O. go. All right, brothers. Goddamn. And T.O., your ass was dancing. You was doing the song. Now tell me you wasn't doing the damn dance, T.O. Yeah, not T.O. I need your next comment to be whether or not you did the motherfucking Soulja Boy dance. Exactly. P literally taught the South how to motherfucking make the most money out of the game. Yeah, we ain't forget on you New York niggas after Wu-Tang and you know. Come on now. Yes, the whole song was the dance, nigga. What you talking about? You see, exactly. Shout out to T.O. for being real. If you ever wanted to see it, listen, nigga, I knew gang members and killers that was in the club doing the Soulja Boy dance, nigga. He done just caught a body that same day, and this nigga out in the club that night doing the Soulja Boy. You. Soulja Boy wasn't even mumble rap. Soulja Boy is not a mumble rap guy. He was never rapping like that. Soulja Boy was just talking. He wasn't even rapping. Soulja Boy just had like independent beats. Yeah, what you talking about, man? Yeah, now Bobby Shmurda had to fucking cancel this shit. The nigga had $10 in tours or 10 tickets sold in the whole tour. Get your ass out of here, nigga. You had one song. Stop it. We not listen, nah, nigga. We own it now, nigga. Y'all want to talk about the South. Let's talk about fucking bum ass New York. Okay? Outside of Wu-Tang, Biggie, Nas, and Jay-Z, what you got? We'll throw Mobb Deep in there. What you got? Mobb Deep in what? In Diplomats. New York got 100 million fucking artists, 100 million rappers, and y'all got 10 that did anything. Let's not start this shit. Okay? Let's not, yeah, the locks. Yeah, but again, it's still percentage, brother. It's percentage. It's percentage. Every nigga's not trying to rap in the South like that. Yeah, shout out to RP Big L. Yeah, definitely not. Listen, I'm not under 2000. The South got something to say, nigga. I refuse. And shout out to Outkast, man. Outkast got inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year. No, nigga, no. You got way more misses than hits, brother. You got to have hits than misses. You got way more misses than hits, brother. Yeah, Atlanta literally held help the fucking help rap survive. Okay, as much shit as y'all want to talk about between Outkast, you had Outkast, and then you had Crunk and Snap Music take over. Yeah, DMX, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane. No, you're right. You're right. Nah, Memphis. Yeah, Memphis started Crunk, right? So Memphis started Crunk in the I want to say 93 or 94, like Mystic Styles and shit, right? And tear the club up thugs. But that shit didn't go mainstream until Lil Jon. So even though Memphis started Crunk, it went mainstream with Atlanta. Memphis definitely started Crunk, but it went mainstream with Atlanta. And then this shit too. See, y'all think y'all be being slick. So y'all like to use niggas twice. So niggas gonna say, well, leaders of the new school, Busta Rhymes. Nah, nigga, you can't use them twice, nigga. Wu-Tang Clan, Method Man. No, nigga, no. 9 niggas. All right. Y'all get 9 niggas in Wu-Tang. All right. So no, we're not gonna let you say Wu-Tang and then motherfucking Method Man and then Raekwon and Ghostface. No, nigga, there's no no double uses. No, nigga. Yeah, Decatur, they think they be being slick and shit. We say motherfucking Outcast, nigga. We don't say Outcast in under 3,000. No, nigga, it's Outcast, nigga. Y'all ain't slick, nigga. Or you say one of the two. Yeah, TP, I ain't going. I ain't having it. And let's not act like fucking 50 Cent's first album was trash. That nigga's first shit was trash. Teach you how to rob and all that shit before fucking Get Rich or Die Trying. That nigga was trying for quite some time. Yeah, the Bell, they think they slick. But nah, man. Listen. At the end of the day, the older you get, man, the more you see things the way where they really are and way beyond the surface and how things change and how detrimental something, so simple can be, right? Music is a very, very powerful medium. Actually, you could say it's even more powerful than television, right? It's been around much longer. And it's something about music to where, certain songs, man, you hear to where, it takes you back to a place or whatever or whatnot, what have you. If I'm watching TV, I'm watching TV. I'm not doing an outside activity. I'm not doing anything else. My attention is specifically on the TV. So I can't be, playing a basketball game and watching TV at the same time because how am I fucking play basketball? Music, though, is incorporated in so many different things. Field trip, your prom, your first house party or your first club experience, the first, little piece of pussy you got, plenty of things, man. Music is just, has a different connection. So you understand the powers of it outside of just, it being entertainment and art, man. It's extremely, extremely impactful. And if and when the people that are consuming the music cannot properly differentiate, right, and separate the art from reality, how much power is that? Feel me? But anyway, man, hey, it's Sunday. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Go get, if you ain't already ate, you know what I'm saying, go find you a little brunch spot or something, get you some good drinks, you know what I'm saying? It's the Lord. Make sure you say your prayers, make sure you read a scripture, you know what I'm saying? At least one of them, just one scripture, brother. All right, or sister. And I appreciate y'all pull up on me, man. It's Fantastic 824 on all social media platforms. That's X, that's Instagram, it's TikTok, Facebook page, and Miss Fantastic 824 at Gmail on the email. I appreciate you guys for everything you send me. I promise it may be 2 days or 4 weeks or whatever when I see it, but eventually I get around to it. I'm gonna look at it. So when you guys send me stuff, man, I appreciate it. It's not that I'm ignoring you. It's just that, bro, y'all don't understand how many motherfucking DMs and shit I get, okay, that are YouTube related and not YouTube related. I done missed out on some pussy because of you niggas. You hear me? You niggas done listen to the point on, especially on IG, bro, to where I don't even look at the shit, and then I finally go through and I scroll through it, and I got like a hey big head motherfucking messages or some shit, and I'm like, God damn, fuck. You feel me? But nah, man. Hey, man, shout out to Kenya, man. Kenya say she a Gen Xer and up here looking like goddamn, I don't even know. Okay. But anyway, man, that's that on that. I'm gonna catch you on the next, man. Holla, we out.